All right, so it's the next day. I enjoyed Antalya with my friends yesterday. I went to sleep early and I woke up around like 5 in the morning, got on the road, and I'm almost halfway to Konya. And that's where the poet and philosopher Rumi was buried. The scenery on the way here is just one of the most beautiful things I've seen. I mean, I live in Canada and I do appreciate winter, but I haven't seen a winter like this in Canada in a while, where there's like thick snow and it's covering all the mountains. Not sure what this area is actually called, but for the past like maybe 80 kilometers I've been deep in snow. But it's beautiful, I love it, and just thought I'd take out the camera here and show you guys what actually things look like right now. Anyways, let's go to Konya. I still haven't had breakfast, so I'm planning on having breakfast there. And if I have time, I'll stop at Rumi's grave in Konya. Let's get back on the road. It's getting cold here. Yeah, maybe we'll have breakfast in Konya. Alright guys, I've actually arrived in Konya. I'm very close to Rumi's tomb, and I think I'm gonna actually go there and check it out. Rumi's tomb, which is right underneath there. I'm gonna go see if we're allowed to film inside, because if we can, then you guys are gonna have a little show here of where Rumi was buried.
So I asked someone there and we were allowed to film inside. Entrance was also free because it's a mosque, and in mosques you do not pay an entrance fee.
Alright, so that's the entrance into the mosque where the tomb of Rumi has been placed. And this is Konya, the location at where he died.
Rumi was a Sufi mystic, and he was also a Persian poet. He spoke in the Persian language and wrote in the Persian language. In today we call it Farsi. But his books and his poems became widely recognized in this region of the world, and eventually it influenced the mystical thought and literature throughout the Muslim world. If you ever seen the whirling Sufis, they spend for hours in the same position without getting dizzy. They enter almost a state of trance. It's a total different state of mind, and in a way it's kind of like a meditation. But these teachings have been brought all the way from the 13th century, and today they are still practiced in Konya. So if you're ever in Konya, go to the cultural center and see if you could find a show and kind of experience that. Inside the mosque, you'll also find pieces of garment that was worn by Rumi himself.
I'm not sure whom the other tombs belong to, but they pretty much had some kind of a significance around Rumi's circle, and that's why they were buried just around him as well. Didn't want to do too much talking, was quiet, people were praying. If you haven't checked out Rumi's poems, they were written in the 13th century. Yeah, you really got to read his poems from the 13th century just to see his view on life itself, and it just kind of shows you why this man right here has such a significant impact on the region around Turkey, Iran, and many other places in the world. A lot of people are really interested, all the way to China. So yeah, this is where he's buried. Now we're gonna go to a park. It's called Tokyo Park. So let's go over there, and I think it's gonna look beautiful during the snow. Yeah, so if you're ever in Konya, come take a look at Rumi's tomb, and entrance is free because it's a mosque. They don't charge you to walk inside. So just go over there and take a look. All right, so I want to go check out Japan Park, but it seems like the door is shut. Now I'm not sure if that's the only entrance. Nope, doesn't look like it, guys. Let's go try that door in the front, but I doubt it. I bet this whole place is closed today. Sometimes things don't work out, but I drove 20 minutes out of my way to come here. Let's just give this door a try for now though. It has like these like Japanese kind of Kyoto architecture and trees that kind of resemble what you see in Japan. One of my favorite places to visit, which I've never have yet, and it's number one on my list right now, but it's really difficult to get in. Oh, I think it's open, guys. Oh yeah, it's open. So there's a cafeteria, gardens, and it was built in 2010. Let's go see Japantown. Really cool. Konya is actually one of the holiest cities here in Turkey. It's south of Ankara. Now what Konya is known for is birthplace of Sufism, as well as the burial site and the tomb of Rumi the poet. We saw a little bit of that, but as you can tell, it's really cold over here, but it's a little nice getaway to get away from the beach a little bit and come see a different world. And that's another reason why I love Turkey. Just hours away from each other, you get two different types of terrains and food and culture, and it's just a really wonderful country. And you'll understand that if you're here long term, you're never going to be bored. There's so much to do in winter and summer as well. It's freezing. My thumbs are falling off, and so is my nose. So it's a really beautiful town to come here and experience the culture of the dervishes. Now myself, I'm not really familiar with most of their practices and sort, but this is where Sufis actually thrived, right in here in this town. As of right now, this is the closest I'm going to get to Japan right now. You know, just something that at least resembles it. But it's a nice little getaway here. Japan Park in Konya. Come here with your family, maybe bring a date or something. I don't know, whatever you guys want to do, but it's really cool. Winter definitely gives it a different vibe. Japan is on top of my list when it comes to places that I want to visit. It really is. It's like number one. This is as close as it's gonna come to it for now. Like, I'm sure it's pretty beautiful here in the summertime. Apparently in summer there's a pond here with koi fish inside, but obviously they've been removed due to the cold. So it's a really nice park, guys. If you guys want to come check it out here. And winter, I don't think anybody else has made a video about it here on YouTube, so I'm here in winter. This park really does give off the Japanese vibes when you're here, specifically in winter, because this is kind of what winter looks like in Kyoto. Today is only me, and I just saw a couple here. Turkey just continuously surprises me with new places to explore. Now here's what's funny. Before I left Kash, it was plus 13, plus 14 degrees. I've driven only about 7.5 hours into Konya, which is just a little bit north and mostly to the east. And temperatures here today are minus 13, minus 14. So really big difference, which is kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting that kind of a difference here, but it's really cold. It's really cold. Minus 13. You could imagine. I can see why this place would be popular in summertime. I noticed cherry trees, so the cherry blossom seasons, maybe springtime would be great to come here. And yeah, it's a nice little park, guys. If you ever want to come here, it's only about 15 minutes from city center by car, not too far. It's just during traffic it took about 15 minutes. Alright guys, I'm not sure how long I've been recording for. I think I'm gonna cut it off here for this one. I'm just gonna leave. I'm actually on my way to Cappadocia, and it's gonna be a winter wonderland there. Haven't seen many people make videos there in winter, so this might be actually very interesting for people who wonder what Cappadocia might look like in winter. And I am gonna stay there for one night. Hopefully we'll see some balloon rides. It all depends on weather. Anyways, let's cut it off here. Until the next episode in Cappadocia, follow my journey. And this is Ari signing out. Until the next one.
So on the next episode, I head to Cappadocia in winter. No hot air balloon rides, but still one of the most magical places I've ever experienced, not just in Turkey, but in the world.